Hey, what up, everybody? Welcome back to Uncle Rico's Story Time. It's the 25th of September. The 24th was just an awesome day. Uh, which got me thinking about how weird this whole year has been because the year started so fucked up, but there's been multiple moments the last couple of months where I'm like, God damn it, I feel really good, which is extremely rare. I used to be able to count those moments in my life on one hand. Which brings me to the point of why I'm rushing to do this podcast right now because I'm live right now uh, with the VA trying to schedule an appointment. It's been 23 minutes now. Um, my hand started swelling up. A little bump got bigger. We thought it was a cyst. We did an X-ray and an MRI. It's taken about a year for this process to flesh out through the VA because their system is so horrible. I finally got the MRI done and brought them the disc of the files and stuff, and they lost it. So I had to go to the outsourced MRI place again, grab the disc and the printout file, the report, dropped it off to him again, copied the report. It had been a couple of weeks. I was firing off emails. I read the report. I'm like, dude, I don't understand any of this, but it looks like fluid. Let's pop this fucker out. Let's pop it, because it's screwing everything up. It's pressurized. It's sensitive. I can't light a lighter. I can't write. I get knocked playing with the dogs and it hurts like the son of a bitch.
Okay, I got it. All right. May I please place you on a brief hold? My supervisor's calling on the other line.
Of course.
Thank you. I appreciate it. One moment.
So I send off an email to my primary care and I'm like, look, let's go. I don't want to do another MRI. The prognosis suggested that they take an MRI of the other hand too, and the outside of the hand and everything. I'm like, look, I couldn't understand the report, but it said something about fluid. I think I looked up the words, like, let's fucking get the fluid out and call it a day. Let's pop it. Let's cut that fucker open, see what's inside. And the response is, we've pushed it to the specialty clinic where they'll call for an appointment. So I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I've been carrying my phone around like all the time with me, which I never do. And I run out to check the mail about a week ago, and I come back and it's a missed call from the VA. Check my voicemail. My voicemail isn't set up. So I send off another email. I'm like, look, I missed my thing. Can I make a schedule? How do I make make an appointment? I'll take first available in whatever clinic you're pushing me to, And got a response that scheduling would reach out to me, and then the very next day I get 5 fucking letters from them saying, oh, we've tried to reach out to you, orthopedics. Da 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 da. So I go, okay. They give me a number and an extension. And I call up the extension. I call up, put the extension in. It just boots me back to the main thing. So I choose scheduling, and it sends me back to, again, the main menu, the options for, I hit it again, and this time it finally clicks me through to the next menu, which is pharmacy. Just weird stuff. I'm like, this doesn't seem to be the right options for making an appointment. So I listened to the menu a couple of times. I'm like, fuck, the only thing that's remotely close to talking to somebody or, whatever is general practitioners. So I'm like, that's going to take forever. But I click it. Takes 10 minutes, and the lady that answers is for scheduling, believe it or not. And it's a third-party service. Easy Connect, something or other. The lady is talking in broken English. I could make a very good guess as to what country she's from, but
All right. Thank you so much for patiently
it's not that
holding.
bad.
Yes,
Not that
so
broken.
we did figure it out, and I am checking right now the schedule.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for understanding.
So now we're on 27 minutes.
Now,
I'm just
there
trying
is
to schedule an appointment with the
next
orthopedics
week.
clinic.
I see with this provider on Wednesday, October 2nd, and there's some availability on Thursday the 3rd.
Nope, the second's fine.
The 2nd is fine?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's just make sure. And available times on the 2nd are 8:30 a.m., 10, 10:30, 11, 11:30,
11 is
and
great.
12:30.
11 is great.
11. Okay.
Wednesday, October
All
2nd at 11.
That is correct. Yes. I just want to make sure it is finalized.
So this is apparently a consult
Okay. You're
finally
scheduled for
after
Wednesday,
a year.
October 2nd at 11 with Ortho Hand and Plastic at the Carl T. Hayden Hospital on the first floor, Turquoise Clinic.
Gotcha. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
You're very welcome. Thank you. You too. And thank you for your service.
Appreciate that. So it's been a year and I finally have a consult with somebody to look at this bump that is growing on my hand. I know it's not cancerous. I know it's not an alien. If it is an alien, there is a possibility of it being an alien, I would like some attractive minority orderlies in the room with me. That way they would be the first ones to get offed if this turns into some weird sci-fi movie. Although I'm going to be dead also if it's popping out of me. No, I can battle this thing off if it comes out of my hand. It's not like a gut burster. Okay, so the point of this, I was going to do a podcast later, but I was like, dude, let's catch this idiocracy on tape. 27 minutes with the VA on the phone just to make an appointment. That's impressive. But it looks like I finally have a consult to get my hand taken care of. Now to the brunt of it. Slow start, but what I wanted to do a podcast later on in the day is that yesterday was fucking awesome. I've been battling with this backhoe. The lady's not answering. The mechanic that she has working for her is not answering. He's not even accepting phone calls. They were both really, really nice people, but you know, I don't trust anybody. Plus, it's a bad area of town. We have a saying in Arizona that absolutely nothing good takes place in the West Valley. So the tire has been a battle. It's just been a nightmare trying to find a rim replacement that fits. So I ended up chipping the rust off the tire and repainting it and everything, and it got set. The guys got it onto the tire, bead fit, like everything works. It's holding air. So my plan was to drive up to the mountain, catch a sunrise, get some stuff done, pop down and talk to the backhoe lady. So I get in there, I get up early enough, start going, but I know I'm not going to make the sunrise, which is fine. But I get up there, it looks like they scraped the roads in, which was nice. And the new Tundra I like that ride a lot better. It was a lot smoother, it wasn't as bumpy as the Expedition. seat makes a world of difference. But I get up to the mountain and I forget to. It was too early to hit up the backhoe lady. So I'm thinking, fuck, when I get off the mountain, I'm just going to drive down there and try to take a peek of it. I know it's around the corner, so as long as I take a peek over there and see the backhoe, I'm fine, because I'm starting to freak out now. So I get up to the mountain and it clicks. Like, now that I know that I have the backhoe and the tools to do what I want to do or can do to maximize my land, like, everything clicks. And I know how I'm going to lay everything out. I know what I'm going to do on each side. I know ultimately I'm going to put a dog rescue up there. I want to partner up with a few select kill shelters around the valley and take their problematic dogs. When I got Zeus, I told the shelter that I said, bring out the dog that is having the hardest time getting adopted. And they brought out Zeus, who looks like a demon dog. He looks like the statues from the Ghostbusters movie that come alive. But he's just a sweetheart. And I catch wind of a lot of veterans, service members that can't do it in this world anymore. And I feel like I would probably be one of those if not for my pets, Packer and Zeus, and now Chico. So what I would like to do is partner up this dog rescue with another side project that I've always wanted to do. I've always had this idea of just counseling people when, there's a lot of suicide hotlines, but this would be more like a relationship thing where you're partnered up with people. It would revolve around, having positive people that are available at all times. But my plan basically is my idea is just positive. Well, before we get on that down that road, what I would like to do is take these dogs up on the mountain and partner them up with service members, veterans that that don't have a family, that typically some of the guys that served, they're tough guys. They don't want to open up. Typically that's hard to be in a relationship, so a lot of times that you end up alone and hiding out in your house with your dogs. But the hope is to place some of these problematic dogs, and they're not even problematic. They just don't get adopted because they're not your typical family. They're just bigger, stronger dogs, and typically service members, men and women, can handle their shit. So those dogs would be perfect for them. I think it would be just a great relationship. I want to do a non-profit up there where we take donations for the Mount Pleasant Dog Rescue and partner that up with our veteran helpline. And the basis of this helpline was basically just positive affirmation. And that got me thinking about another possible idea, which may be a business idea, is and I've been testing this out lately, and I did this yesterday with these girls, the backhoe owner. is my app idea is basically what do the majority of all of us do? The first thing that you do when you wake up is you grab your phone. I have an adorable little alarm. That guy right there, Chico. As soon as I wake up and grab my phone, he gets jealous. He knows. He hears it. I've tried to sneak it a couple of times, but as soon as I grab my phone, he will come out of the sheets that he's burrowed in and just start snuggling around my neck. And it's freaking adorable. And it's the best way to start a day. And it forces me to put the phone down. A lot of times I'm like, leave me alone, I gotta get my phone fixed. But now I'm starting to embrace it more. But it made me realize that I can't be the only one that does this, right? And then what happens when you pick up your phone? You look at your Facebook, you look at your Instagram. If you're single, you look at your dating apps. And it's negative. You start your day off with a negative vibe. If you're checking dating stuff, you're like, okay, great, no matches again today, no interest today, except for this scammer. You know, if you're a chick, it's probably like, sweet, 27 messages and they're all matches and they're all hornballs. I don't know. I'm sure it's pretty easy for women on dating apps. I don't know what it's like, but I'm sure they get matched up all the time. Me, not so much. But then you check Instagram and you're like, geez, look at all these, like everybody just frickin' dying for attention. You know, what is this stupid shit? Pancake prank? He just slapped his mom with a fucking pancake. That's not a prank at all. It's rude and being a dick. Then you go to Facebook and you get into an argument with somebody because no matter how cute the video is, somebody's like, you know, oh, how come it's gotta be a brown bear? Or you know, that kid shouldn't be talking like that. Man, I watched this video. This kid was just adorable. He walked up, he was trying to tattle on his sister. And I think he didn't want to say the swear word, and then he finally reluctantly said the swear word that his sister said, you know. It was cute. Some lady on there is like, some Bible thumper is like, stop saying this is cute, that's the mouth of the devil. These are early signs that, you know, what are you talking about? You're implying that this kid is possessed? So I went in my bathroom and I put a sheet over and I let my hair down like a Jesus with my rope thing. Because I got this, that's why I'm growing this out, is for this Jesus skit. And I did this like hands out, like bam, and then sent it to her. So, but the whole point of this app is when you pick up your phone, first thing you do during the day, you pick up your phone and you get in a shitty mood. Okay, this app is the Much Love app, where you have a network of providers that you can pull up and boop. Oh, hey Nick, dude, you look really good today, man. What are you gonna go dominate in? You know, it's just all positive. It's just all positive information. You know, just positive for you girls that need the image thing. You know, the image affirmation. You know, you say, pull up the Much Love app, and you look for one of your familiar providers. Oh, Agnes is cool. Morning, Agnes. Hey, what's up, Darla? Fit check? Yeah, how's that? Oh my god, dynamite, girl. I love that dress. Where'd you get it? Da 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 da. Ho 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 ho. Endorphins. Okay, hey, go kick ass today. I know you're gonna dominate. Right? So I've been testing this out with people, and this brings me to yesterday. I get down off the mountain. And I got such a great idea of how I'm going to lay everything out. But my big thing was I got like two pieces of land. One looks to the west, one looks to the east. And everything's going to be developed on the west because it looks out over this beautiful mountain range I have. It's like a 240-degree beautiful view of just mountaintop. It's gorgeous. And then on the other side, it overlooks a little valley where there's like 4 or 5 places where people live, my neighbors, throughout the valley. And I don't want all these dogs barking on their side. So as I was coming out with my layout for how I was going to live and how I'm going to set up my fucking awesome pad, I realized I got this little enclave of, weed trees that is going to be kind of not used anymore. It used to be a driveway. And I'm like, dude, I put my dogs right there, man. That way they're super, super close. So everything is super contained. And then on the other side, I'm going to do my little bed and breakfast timeshare thing, or possibly, rent it out to an employee or something. So that's the plan now. And I'm driving off the mountain. I pull over right away and fire off this text to this backhoe. Like, hey, I just got off the mountain. Da 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 da. I got my tire finally. I got some batteries. I know it's last minute, but I was hoping I could stop by quick and make sure, I can get these in, get it started up, get it running, da 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 da. I get there, she doesn't answer again. I make really good time and get to her house, and I just peek in to see if I can see the backhoe, and I'm like, if I see it, I'll just feel better. Can't see it, the house obstructs the view. And when I peek in, there's a lady in there smoking a cigarette, and she sees me right away. And so I was like, oh, and just kind of like waved and just walked off. I got back in my truck, and I was popping off some texts. I'm trying to buy a trailer. I was looking for some trailers. Maybe I could pick one up on the cheap out in the West Valley while I'm out here. And all of a sudden, the backhoe seller is at my window, and I'm like, oh, I look through. She's got a big sliding gate. She's like, oh yeah, she's like, I can't find my phone, which it's a lot. Every time I see her, she says she can't find her phone, but then when I'm hanging out with her, she's got her phone. Like, she's on her phone the whole time. So, but so she comes out, and I'm like, hey, she's like, oh, I can't find my phone. I go, oh, I just got all the shit. I don't want to, I just want to throw it on there, see if it, she's like, yeah, come on in. So I go in, I'm talking to her and her friend, and I start talking. I have diarrhea of the mouth, obviously, from this podcast. I can go on and on and on. So I start talking about this idea of when I was up there on the mountain and what I want to do in the dog rescue and everything and blah blah blah. I go, I always had this idea of doing a this business idea. I want to inject that into this idea, with veterans. And so I'm like, actually, can I try something on you both? And they're like, yeah, sure. And I go, and they're older ladies. The lady that I bought the backhoe from is, her husband passed about 1.5 years ago from cancer. And, is attractive. She's a musician in a band and stuff like that. And then her friend Mandy, is, an attractive lady, probably single, the way that, I don't mean to jump to assumptions or anything like that, but I said, can I try something that's for this app idea? It's the whole point of it is you every day, first thing that you do. And she's like, brush my teeth. I'm like, no. Like, do you pick up your phone? I'm like, do you pick up your phone? I'm like, I'm not gonna waste my time with this. This could take forever. Do you pick up your phone? They're like, yeah, it's the first thing we do. It's the first thing I do. So I go, okay, but then what happens when you pick up your phone? It's negative. It's never, you never pick up your phone and spend 5 or 10 minutes on your phone and walk away and go, yeah, that was just a bunch of really cute puppy video. You see something that you get pissed off and you probably comment on it, and then you argue throughout the day with this said person. So I go, this is my idea of just, there's an app that you can go to that's just a network of people that are going to shower you with love and compliments and just positive stuff. And whenever you're feeling shitty, you can get on this app and be like, who's ready to talk or whatever. So I go, what if you jumped on this app and you pulled me up and I went, hey Val, morning. Morning. She says, morning. I go, can I right away just say how beautiful you look today? And I kind of saw her like, and I turned to her friend Mandy and I'm like, I go, hey, I'm sorry, what's your name? And she goes, Mandy. And I go, Mandy, you look like you're gonna kick ass no matter what you do today. And you look really, really great also. And I see her kind of like, and I'm sure part of that, I've always had a thing with older ladies. They think I look like the dude from Desperate Housewives, the guy that went to jail. This started long ago too. This was the first blow. This was the first slap in my face. So this lady comes up to me in the bar and is like, so long ago, she's like, you look like the guy from Desperate Housewives. And I'm like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I'll be your cabana boy. And she's like, no. And because I didn't like watch, I knew that the only thing I knew about the show was the Vanessa Marcil, because she's hot, was cheating on this dude with this pool boy. So they're like, yeah, you look like Desperate Housewives. And I'm like, yeah, I'll be your cabana boy. And she's like, no, we're just waiting for you to get out of jail, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, the jokes aren't making sense. And then I'm like, oh, they are saying that I look like the middle-aged son of a bitch that's in jail. I was like, oh, I'm no longer the cute cabana boy. But that was followed up with a girl guessing my age was like 45 when I was in my mid-20s. But so I tried out with these two ladies. I'm like, compliment. I see them kind of, and I go, now honestly, no bullshitting, no fronting in front of your friend or in front of a stranger. How did that make you feel? And Val is the lady I bought, Tammy, the lady I get her confused with is Val that I used to work with, because they're both the same woman, very independent, very like, I'll change my own tire, thank you very much, like, I'll get this shit done type women. So Tammy, the lady I bought the backhoe from, is very rugged, and she's not, she goes, what do you mean? I go, how does that make you feel? How did that make you feel? And she goes, what do you mean? And I go, did it like make you feel good? Did your body get warm? And Val's like, yeah, all of that stuff, I felt really good. She goes, yeah. I go, okay, Mandy. And she's like, okay, Val, or Tammy. She's like, okay, Tammy, I'm so glad that you were honest, because I felt so good. That made me feel so good. They were kind of giddy. And I go, now imagine there's an app that you can pull up, if you want a girl, if you're in a friend mood, if you want to get a compliment from a cute dude, you browse and go, hey, look, there's Andy. Click on Andy. Boop. Hey, Andy. Hey, who's this? Your profile says, whatever. Stupid profile. No, I think real names would be on there. so they can greet you with names right away. Boop. Hey, Andy. Hey, Tammy. What's going on? Not much. Just about to get up, drink some coffee. Can I interrupt you for 1 second and say how beautiful you look right now? No, I haven't even done makeup. No. You look really great. Oh my gosh. So what are you gonna do today? I got this and that. Well, that's awesome. Are you ready to go get it? Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready. Sweet. Good luck. Thanks. Put down your phone. Go get it. So that was my business idea. Sorry, I went off on a long tangent there. But I want to incorporate that into my counseling of veterans, which is incorporated into my mountain full of dogs. But that was just everything kind of clicked up there yesterday. So I drive off the mountain with the backhoe girls, getting, I talk to them. Later on, Tammy's like, hey, I got this master mechanic coming down. I'm going to make sure that the backhoe's up, running real good. He's going to check everything, because I was like, it's been, a year and a half since it's been running, probably. So she goes, hey, I got, she told me some stuff that I'm not going to announce on a podcast or anything like that, but she told me some stuff that, about the backhoe, which is interesting. It kind of put my mind at ease or whatever, but she's like, hey, I got this guy come down. I'm going to make sure that it's up, good, and running and everything like that. So I'm like, all right, that's awesome. So then I leave, and I get this idea. I call up the Vermeer. My backhoe is a Vermeer. I think it's a Swedish company. But there's a Vermeer factory, outlet, whatever, manufacturer, I don't know, sales headquarters here in Chandler, in Arizona, not too far from me. So, and he's been working on trying to get me the tire, and that he was part of that whole. The guys in the sales department were part of that whole mess. So I call the sales department. I'm like, dude, maybe. So I call the sales department up. I go, hey man, it's just killing me trying to get an operator's manual for this machinery. And this guy that I talk to sometimes just seems on the ball. And I'm talking with him. I'm like, dude, I almost gave some Russian website my credit card information for a manual for $5. I was like, after I didn't do it, I was like, that was a scam. So, but he's like, oh man, I'll email it to you right now. And that was the day before, and it never came. And then after I left the backhoe lady, I get the email from him. He's like, hey man, here's your manual. Fuck. Huge. So I have a manual. I printed it out for my backhoe, which is awesome. So I'm leaving this lady's house, and I stop at a gas station. And I was not even going to tell this story, but, and I won't get too much into it because it'd be like a penthouse letters thing. But I'm in a shitty part of the West Valley, and I'm at a gas station. There's a lot of shady shit around, and there's a car next to me gassing up with two girls, and one of them's a little, I thought Filipino, but either way, she was tiny, brown, like I like them. And then her friend was kind of a bigger boned, strawberry blonde, gingerish kind of, freckles, and not my type, but they're filling up. She's filling up, and I go, like, what up? Just kidding. Type. She's like, what up yourself? And I'm like, not much, just having a good day. And she's like, cool. Wish we could be a part of that. And I was like, I wish I lived. And I'm gonna preface the story that I have had my game just absolutely revoked. I once had a girl walk up to me at a concert. She had been eyeing me up, and when we were doing flirty eyeball thing, and then when my buddy went to the bathroom, she walked up to me and she goes, hey, what's your name? I go, I'm Nick. I go, what's yours? She goes, I'm Jenny. And she goes, are you from here? And I go, football. And the whole time I'm screaming, like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? And she goes, what? And I go, yeah, I'm from here. And she goes, oh, nice, what do you do? Which I thought really fucking presumptuous. But I go, I'm a pool cleaner. She goes, oh, cool. You like Highly Suspect? Was it Highly Suspect or Breaking Benjamin? I don't know. But I said something fucking stupid again. Or maybe that was when I said football. Either way, she walked away from me. Like, it was 4 words. Just the game is totally, like, done, right? But yesterday, I'm like, yeah, blah, 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 what's up? Like, my shit came back. And so this girl's like, oh, I wish we could be a part of that. And I'm like, oh, I wish I lived out here, closer. Like it was something really, it was smooth. I wish I lived closer to this. I wish I didn't live out east so we could hang out more. I think that's what it was. Something to that. And they were like, we're 3 blocks away. And I'm like, bet. So we exchanged numbers, and in case I got lost, smart thinking, right? And then driving over there, I'm like, these chicks are gonna try to roll me, or they're prostitutes or druggies. But I show up. I follow them to their apartment. Show up to the girl's house, the strawberry blonde girl. And it's a nice place, like super nice, like nice, almost like motherly. But the whole time I'm like, I just got this vibe with this strawberry blonde who's not my type at all, and it's not like I'm not paying attention to, like, I'm struggling through the conversation because I'm like so horned up. And eventually the little tiny, she wasn't Filipina, she was Korean, which is even, I mean, I guess it's not really a difference. There is a difference. I'm just saying attractiveness. But eventually she leaves, and me and this girl went at it, and it's been a really long time. So I was scared, but I didn't need to be because I put in a grade A performance. I did some stuff that I have never done before. Not like position wise or getting freaky, but like pat yourself on the back type stuff. It was just I left, and we stayed in contact, and I went over there again this morning and just got back. And it's like a frickin' Ron Swanson Tammy. I swore that if I left her apartment this morning, and half my beard is chewed off. I was like, I can't see this girl again. But I was also scared that we were putting too much, because it was all last night after I left, like all day long. It was just dirty texting. And I was scared that we were going to build up too much. And I had imagined this weird attraction, because she was like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but like, da 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 da. And I was like, yeah, I don't know either. And I told her, I was like, you're not even my type. I told her afterwards, I was like, I'm so sorry, I don't mean to insult you, but you're not my type. Like, I was 100% looking at your friend. But as soon as we started talking, I don't know, like as soon as I got back into her apartment, honestly, as soon as I touched her, I was like, Jesus, it was like an addiction. But I went over this morning, and even that was impressive. I'm gonna have to look into it, but I don't know, like the ratio of time versus orgasms that were handed out between two people, but we might have set some kind of record. So yesterday was a good day. I did do my church boner trick all day yesterday. I'd be running around working, and I'd get a text from her, and I'm like, turn. I gotta tuck it up in the waistband. So in church, I've asked a couple of my buddies, so I know this does happen. Ladies, you don't understand this, but you can get a boner at the most inappropriate time, out of the blue, for no reason whatsoever. And a lot of times it would happen at church. And it's not because you're like, you see a hot chick, you know, it just, I don't know, you know. He who is of the food and the nature of sustenance is he who is the one, and the one is he of they. And you're like, oh my God, what the where, no, where's this? Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. What are you doing? Why? Oh my God, why is this here right now? And I learned, you know, you do, because church, you're like, up, kneel, down, what? Bang, you're hitting the person next to you. Shake hands. No! So I learned you can, you know, tuck it up in the waistband, which doesn't solve the problem, because then you've got, you know, a firm grip on things, which doesn't help it go away, but it at least hides it. So I was doing the church boner move all day yesterday, but man, it just made me think it has been forever since, you know, there was an attraction like that, and it's been forever since a woman has wanted me. So that was a good day. September 24th will live in infamy. But that brings me around to this year. Do we have time to even talk about the year? We're at 44 minutes. We better not. There's a lot to cover. But I'm going to do a summation of the year, because it started out so fucked up. And it's ending pretty good. Not even ending. I still have 3 more months to ride this out. And the last wave, we were joking around about getting a lottery ticket. I should do that this time. Whatever. Anyways, that was Uncle Rico's story time. A good day. Have to leave the details of my sexual tryst to my OnlyFans account, which you can subscribe to for $35 a month. I masturbate into different foods. I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, if you made it through this far, subscribe, like, comment, congratulate me, maybe, because the drought is over. Um, Peace out.